Welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to cover the Loft command. So lofts, it says here, create a transitional shape between two or more sketches. Select a series of profiles to define the shape. You can select rails to make it bend in a certain direction or behave how you want. We're going to cover it pretty basically here. Advanced lofts will be covered in the Advanced Inventor course. So basically, anytime you see a solid body that either changes size, shape, or both, you need to think loft. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's get started. Let's draw a sketch on the top, and I'm going to throw a circle on here. Let's make this 1 inch. And we'll finish. And now if I go to loft, it says, well, okay, select your sections. I've only got one sketch. So I need to make a plane offset from my XZ plane. Let's make this 3/4 of an inch. Now I can sketch on that new plane. Let's make a circle because the first case was different sizes or different shapes, we said, right? So if this geometry all being on the screen starts to get a little confusing, don't feel alarmed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the viz of the features that I don't want. So I'm going to pick these 3 work planes. By the way I do this quickly, pick the first, hold down Shift, pick the last, and it's going to pick everything in between. Then if I hold Control on my keyboard, bottom left, and pick this work plane, it is going to skip everything in between. Right click, visibility, and now I'm just left with my 2 circles. We should probably give this one a size. Don't want to be derelict. So now we can loft between this circle and that circle. Order doesn't matter. And I see that I've got this shape. Now, hopefully what you're thinking is, well, why couldn't you have just revolved this? And sure, I could have. If I was to take and draw out this profile here, I could have revolved this 100%, without a doubt. But if I go ahead and delete that, and I'm going to unselect my sketches, and we change both of these. So let's go to sketch 1, and let's change this to a polygon since that's what we've got selected. And let's make this horizontal. We'll do it right. And we will put a dimension on here. Let's say 1 inch. And now we go to sketch 2. If we delete our circle, same process. Let's put in a polygon, put a horizontal constraint, and a dimension across the flats of, say, 5/8. Now, if I finish that sketch and then loft between this and that, I can see that I've got a shape that could not be revolved. It's not circular. So this is same shape, different size. If we undo that and we keep our circle here, now I've got different shape, different size. So I can transition between a hexagon and a circle. So it's going to go through, it's going to do all the math, and it's going to put some bulge in here. We can see there's some solid that's added, and that's the math that's required to go from one shape to another. Now to add another layer to this, we can put a third plane in, a second user created plane. Let's make this 1.5. And now if we sketch on that, we can add another layer. Let's go to an ellipse. And let's do that ellipse to be, let's go bigger than our circle. Now we've got 3 different sketch profiles. I can now loft from one to the next to the next, And now I start to see when I added that third section, it gave me arc coming out. And now we've got this kind of trophy shape, I guess we could call it. There's all kinds of other things we can do to this. This is just a solid. I can sketch on the top of this, for example. I could draw let's do a polygon. And we could, for example, put a cut. Let's go through all. We can see in my profile now that I have a cut all the way through. So this is normal geometry. I can do anything I like with it. But anytime, again, you see a change of size or a change of shape over a distance, think I need to use a loft to make that feature. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.